A short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20. Here.
They'll run on first down. Adams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They fake the give. Now Wentz into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The give is to Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Get out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Count. 46.
Prescott now on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Here we go, 46. Here you go. Done. Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. Drops it underneath to Elliott. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Long able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal from the 1.
Get out, get out.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Here's Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, we're good. This 5-7.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Wentz to throw on second down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Wentz now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Wentz to throw again. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go. 120.
Again, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Eagles. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. 40. Here we go. 47. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. 26.
Prescott on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
46. Let's go. Let's finish now. 46.
Second down, Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 41's the whip. Here we go, 46. Woo.
Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Adams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Adams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Switch, hey. There you go. Go ahead, in. Gun.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards there and a first down. First down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rolling, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, go, 46. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. 26.
To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go, get that, let's go, get out, get out.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott now. A dump off to Elliott. 17 yards to pick up there.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 48.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here you go. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Gun. Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
There we go, kill. Here we go, 48. Here you go. Gun.
Prescott yet again. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 488. Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go, go. 180.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Good. Waiting.
On play action, it's Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Come on now. Let's go. There we go. Back man. 120. Check 99. Check 99. Please flash there. 48 foot. 48 foot. I'm trying to complete.
They'll run on first down. Adams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Great 15. Great 15.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
13. Here we go. Here we go. 180. You ain't going nowhere.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate, 47 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Good. There we go. 20. There we go. 47. Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Prescott on 1st down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper from a yard out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
There we go. Back. 82.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Adams. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Shorty. 120.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for his second sack of the night. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. Back.
Back to throw, Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Demarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Austin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having two if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.